We're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, roosters and hens and everything else in between. We are Cock Talk from the Coop Collective, and we have a special guest tonight. But before we get to that, as always, I am Tyler at MBF Express. We have our producer, Josh, at Grateful Coops, and the man with the theories, Blake at Waddle Waddle Racing, and our very special guest from the Aussie Bred Chickens, Sambo. How we doing, my man? How we doing, guys?
Welcome.
Fantastic. Just like always.
You bet.
I hope you all
Sambo and that great intro. Loved it.
I hope you all caught that. I hope we were trying something a little bit new there. Dave looks much better in the top right. Greg Dalvin says.
Still a dad.
Still got the dad vibe going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's great. I hope that worked out. We wanted to make sure that Sambo actually gave us the tip and said, hey, sometimes people try to get in and we're already a minute into the show. So we loaded up, and hopefully you all heard his incredible banjo playing. It looks like you guys heard that, as he's clearly a talented fella.
It's rusty. It's so rusty.
Oh, I know. I knew you were
rusty.
yourself up.
Oh, it sounded good. Love a little dueling.
I thought it was great. The rusty banjo.
That's
a bird. Hey,
that sounds like something.
Hey,
No, I don't know about that.
No,
rusty banjo is definitely on Urban Dictionary.
I was thinking of a bird name. That's a trombone, not a banjo.
Hey, you never know. In Australia,
I wanted to name my first son Banjo, but my missus wouldn't have a bar.
Well, you have plenty of birds. You had plenty of birds to name. All those kids you wanted to name, you had plenty of birds to name them that your wife would let you.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So from the other side of the world, as we are on the other side of his world, we welcome Sambo. And this is pretty cool. I love the fact that we are literally now multinational. Actually, we had Canada on. Whatever. Forgot about that. Sorry, guys.
Worldwide.
Worldwide now. Yeah.
How about that?
Canada's to the States like New Zealand is for Australia.
Yeah. It's very true.
P. Watkins. That's what we play in West Virginia every day. Yeehaw, brother. You betcha.
Awesome.
Yay,
the Canadians are coming at me now. We get Canadian hate. I get it.
Anyways.
You have a beautiful country.
We've got Sambo here, and he and some other fine folks here in the Chicken Coop chat started up a website called AussieBredChickens. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
this is awesome. And full disclosure, this is just to show you a touch of a character of Sambo and how he is. Obviously, we have the Coop Collective, and we have a bit of a roadmap we put out, and we got some things coming out, and in that there was something about a stud farm and this and that and whatnot. And Sambo DMs me and he goes, "Listen, I understand we can't be friends anymore, but I promise you, I'm not stealing your idea. I promise you." And he showed me this, and then we just started talking about it, and he just just to take a look at the edits. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, this is it was almost done. I mean, I'm sure you went way haywire after you showed it to me, but it was almost done, and it just looked awesome. And I love the idea. I love that I love that you're basing it, out with Australian guys and everything, and obviously. Hems is part of it, and I know he's in New Zealand and whatnot. It's just cool that now we have like 2 hubs on each side of the world now.
Yeah,
to work this out.
I feel like the Aussies needed a bit of representation. There's a lot of us in this game, but like we jump on during the Discord during the day, your guys' Discord, Chicken Derby Discord, and it's like a ghost town. Yeah. hello.
It's such a bummer because I catch you guys, and I hyped up this episode tonight, and I realized, oh God, they're all sleeping, and I had to put that. I'm like, they're probably all asleep right now. I tagged them.
Yeah.
So much for that.
A lot happens while we're sleeping, apparently.
But no, it is cool. It's cool. It keeps it keeps it rolling. So like when these races are 24/7, there's gonna be Aussie sessions and then North American sessions, and it's gonna be interesting to see what birds shake out of both.
Yeah, and then European sessions, like a whole nother boat. Yeah, everything gets cut up.
I can kind of see
it's gonna be frantic.
I can see a future tournament or something in play, maybe between the better chickens of the time zones. But
World Cup.
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about earlier. When's the Aussie versus USA or the World Cup or Chicken Fest? We'll go on the beer fest train there.
We'll figure it out.
Aussies love a bit of rivalry. They'd be right in for
that. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Fantastic.
Even to the point someday, I don't know. Maybe we go over to Australia.
Oh shit!
I've never been.
Person.
My father is actually from the Fiji Islands out in that area, which is insane to think. Yeah, by way of the British, of course. But yeah, I've been wanting to get out, and that's that side of the world for sure. But yeah, this is awesome.
So yeah, you guys dropped this site and you have a roadmap and your Discord and everything. And the first thing that I see is it's a subscription service, and then you earn feathers. What are these feathers?
So feathers, at the moment, they donate what tier you get on the feather leaderboard. So if you hit a certain amount of feathers, I think the tiers are 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. So every tier that you get higher offers you better perks on the site. In the future, we're looking to make the feathers like redeemable for breeding, eggs, all the utilities that come for the game. But in turn with that, as you spend your feathers, you're getting a lower tier. So it's not a constant rise of tiers, and then before you know it, there's 10,000 people in all these draws, and you've got a 1 in 10,000 chance.
So it's a self-balancing system, pretty much.
Exactly, yeah.
You either want to use your feathers or you want a high rank, one or the other.
Yeah.
So what at its core is ABC, just right off the bat, like as far as like what you're looking to offer up to everybody and just anyone who's uninitiated. I know you guys have got a pretty good early adoption, which has been great. You said you're really pleased with the way that people have really attached to it. But yeah, but for the uninitiated, what actually is Aussie Bred Chickens?
So we want Aussie Bred Chickens to be an all-inclusive chicken derby adjacent website. So anyone, whether they've got a coop of 1 chicken or 0 chickens of 60 chickens, there's going to be some utility that you can get on our website. Whether you're the big player and you want to spend a lot of money to breed with one of our best chooks. That's a lot of feathers to breed with one of our best chooks. You could do that. If you just want to come as a free member and get the free giveaways and get some of the free perks as the free members get, that's fine too. Just the other day, already someone signed up to our website, and in their wallet address, I think it came through as my wallet address. So I sent him a message and said, "Oh, hey mate, your wallet address didn't come through. It's because you didn't have a wallet." So already we're onboarding those new people so I walked in through all the MetaMask thing, and we're onboarding those new people already, which is so exciting.
That's awesome.
That really is wild. You start seeing that, and you start to see like, wow, the potential to get people into this by way of these, groups that we're creating here and you've created. Like they're welcoming land points. They're literally the welcome mats to try to get people excited for this, and so they're not scared or just like unsure of all this. Like when I walked my sister through this, she was like, if I didn't have you, I would have never tried this because it's just so complicated.
Yeah,
it's exactly right. You just need someone to hold your hand for that first few steps, and you realize that it's not that difficult. And then after that, it's home free. Those first few steps are the hard steps to make.
Yeah. And that's kind of that whole process is just awesome. And it just makes me happy because that was kind of our whole original thought of like, we're going to start the Coop Collective. And like, because, hey, like when we started, we all went through the same process. Well, how the hell do I wrap this my Ethereum, and how do I buy these chickens, or how do I where can I mint these chickens and that stuff? And it was just what you need, something needs to be there to onboard these people and just to help new people come in and just ease them into the system, as opposed to where it's very easy to take a wrong turn in this space and wind up losing a lot of money.
Oh, for sure.
So
it's happened to me, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's happened to even the most savvy of people out there, and it's just that's the best. Like I think that's just awesome. And you were talking about giveaways, and I think, man, we should probably start the giveaway, huh?
Yeah, we should start
giving away some stuff tonight. Today,
I think it's the most ever given away on Cock Talk. Is that right?
Ooh.
Yeah,
so.
right up against Whitebeak Gang. It was right there. Yeah, as far as this is pretty cool because you guys are actually giving away 2 memberships and a chicken, which is awesome. So
chicken's going to be live on the show.
Yeah, chicken's going to get set up right now.
How long?
We're gonna run this one for 30 minutes. Just make sure that we stay within the time. For the chicken, and then I will set. And then the best part about this is that the ABC group already has a Discord set up, which we will drop a link to make sure you guys can connect to that. They will be giving away one of their memberships on their Discord, and we'll be giving away one of their memberships for them on the Coop Collective Discord as well. So the nose will run for 48 hours because we know obviously there's different time zones. People are always watching us at different times. So the chicken will be for those of you that showed up and are paying attention, and the memberships will be 48-hour giveaways. So I'm going to start those up right now. This will be my first time putting away giveaways because Dave is, I think he's hanging around, but I'm going to take a shot at it anyway.
Just for our membership giveaway too, you'll have to be a member of our site to win as well, which is super easy. It's like a form with 6 boxes. It's no worries. You don't
it's like a live chat on a website. Like it's super simple. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you go into a free draw every month as well. So it's no lose.
Yeah, it was really easy when I signed up as well.
So if you guys are new to the live stream, join that Discord link that I dropped in the live chat and go ahead and join the Coop Collective Discord and hit the giveaway channel after Tyler gets that giveaway started, and make sure you click the emote.
One winner.
Now, while he's doing that,
and I do believe my connection is acting a little wonky. I see some people asking about lag or,
we're stretched thin tonight, guys.
I've noticed that my stream has been acting a little funny, so apologies on that. Hopefully we'll make it. So
can they hear us though? They can hear us good?
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't you while he's doing that, I'm curious to know more about.
I've got a little warning here that says YouTube's not receiving enough data, blah 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 blah. Viewers will experience some buffering. So apologize for that. My internet not doing very well. So anyways, back to these feathers.
I posted a Discord link in your guys' site for our Discord as well.
Perfect.
So same giveaway,
Just about to ask about that.
Oh, did you post it in the live chat?
Yes, in Cock Talk General.
Oh, okay. I will I'll post it in here in this chat too. This link that I'm dropping right now is to the ABC Discord. All right.
And our giveaway, I believe, now is live. Yes, it is. We already got people piling in. 30 minutes, so it ends at 10:54 that's Eastern Standard Time. We got 30 minutes, and we already have 13. Yep, they're stacking up.
Yep.
So I don't see a butter yet.
Eye on the viewership here, and as I see people jumping on, I will try and pop in and remind some people to go and get into that giveaway.
That means they can hear us, so that's good.
All right, so back to these feathers. So these people, you can get these feathers by subscribing to your membership. You can exchange them in for breeding, discounted breeding, redeemable for products, egg purchases. That sounds just awesome.
So we want to make every utility in the game basically available to be redeemable for feathers. Like I said before, it's like a self-balancing sort of model where hopefully we won't have too many people in any one category, and that changes organically with time. Like all of our perks and stuff on the tiers will change with time as well. And we'll add more as well when we get more members to even it out. There's nothing worse than going into a giveaway and there's 10,000 1 out of 10,000 chance.
Right.
Like we want to give our users enough value that they want to be on the site, using it all the time, happy to spend their yearly membership or their monthly membership. It's only $2 a month. So we want to make that value well enough that no one's got any questions whether they should be signed up or not.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I like how it's very inclusive. Like you said, from the get-go, that's what you're going for. It's just a matter of, getting this group kind of rallied around all these different projects, because we're all going to make it. Like we all can make it, especially this early with these different projects we're rolling out. And yeah, this is just one. As soon as I started reading it up, I was just kind of like, yeah, feathers. That's definitely going to get people thinking like, oh, I could actually gain something, and it brings another layer to the game beyond just obviously the game that we have, and then the way that this could branch out as we even have more things, like when the metaverse shows up, obviously when we have mini games and everything, and it starts branching out, people are going to show up to this and be a little bewildered. So we're going to need more of these landing spots for people to drop in and just feel comfortable. So
we're probably a little bit early, like, because the utility for the game isn't quite there yet.
Right.
But we'd rather be early, get people involved. Everyone knows what's happening. So as soon as they drop that game, bam, we're there.
You got to set the foundation, in my opinion. And
exactly,
that's kind of what we had in mind. Do you accept wrapped ether as payment?
It's a plan in Q2. I think we've got that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We wanted to start with something that was available to everyone. Like we were saying before, that crypto step.
Yeah,
everyone's got a PayPal account. I don't know one person that doesn't have a PayPal account. And if you don't have a PayPal, you've got Patreon. So, for sure, we wanted to make it easy to onboard people to start with, and then eventually we're gonna go to crypto payments. Yeah.
YT just FOMO'd into ABC. That a boy.
Yeah, Jacob Armour. I didn't even question it. I just signed up. Yeah.
So yeah, I see you got some achievements here to gain some feathers. That's pretty cool. So you follow them on Twitter, you get some feathers, you get into competitions, you get bonuses. I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff here, folks.
Yeah, so we're going to run a few competitions on the Twitter and Discord. It'll be Guess the Chook, or naming competitions, or merch competitions. We're going to do like merch design competitions, so we can get our users to design some merch for us and pick a winner, and then that merch will go into our merch store eventually, and they will get some of the merch as well.
Awesome.
Saves us having to design it as well, which is a good point.
Yeah.
So this chicken chat on Zoom, is that just hey, you want to hang out, or is that to help onboard people or stuff like that, like almost like a support system?
Both things, but we first thought of it originally as exactly what we're doing now.
Right.
I don't know whether you guys get it, but when you guys talk to your friends and you start talking about chickens, they sort of look at you bewildered and like you're crazy. Where I talk to guys like you and you just hit me back with all the stuff I love to hear.
Yeah.
So we want to offer that to other people, and it can just be a group party once a week or once every couple of weeks where anyone can get on and talk about chickens.
We call that shooting the shit here in Oklahoma.
So are you guys going to start streaming like onto YouTube and stuff like that, or Twitch?
Yeah, eventually we want to do some race and breeding strategy channels.
Nice.
Well, kind of like Poseidon does in Zed. I think he does a pretty good job of sort of coaching people through the way they do their stuff. So, yeah, Twitch definitely, YouTube maybe, but more informational channels than just watch us race.
Yeah.
We again, another thing just to add that little bit of value to the whole site.
Yeah, I can't wait to do a little collabs on that. Some future videos down the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like seeing the people that have been here for a while, digging roots in and getting down and being so when this thing blows up, we're here already. Like, yeah, there's gonna be plenty of people that are going to want in on this once it starts, but it's really easy to trust the people that you've been chatting up and shooting the shit with. Like, it's really easy to see these people, and then obviously now you're putting a face to Sambo, you're putting a voice to him, which is fantastic. Not even gonna try to do it. My voice keeps trying it. My voice keeps like challenging me to start doing something Australian, but I'm not gonna do it. But Chuck does sound a lot better coming out of your mouth than it does mine. I tell you.
I visited Subway in Canada years ago. And I said my whole order to the lady behind the counter. And she didn't stop me. And afterwards she goes, I didn't hear a word you just said, but I could listen to your accent all day.
I drove like 5 hours into the middle of Pennsylvania, and the person was like, "Oh, you want a bag for that pop?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh my God.
Bag for your pop. And I was like, what the heck? Oh, my soda. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. It's just like looking at them like I'm crazy. And that's just 5 hours away. So it's awesome, man.
Goodness.
Yeah, so this is cool. And we're really glad to have you on. And, obviously we're going to get into the dev blog in a few minutes and get a little bit more details there. And then we'll touch base a little bit more and give you guys a little bit of heads up. I'm gonna start as soon as this ends, I'm gonna start the giveaway for the 48 hours for the membership. And then obviously you guys on your Discord as well. I'll make sure when the stream ends and we send out our tweet, we'll have both the link to the Coop Collective Discord and the Discord for the Aussie Bred Chickens to make sure you guys have quick, easy access to both of them. And we'll have a little spot as well on our Discord where you can just link right over them. Maybe even just throw in a quick little channel. So it's a quick little spot for you guys to grab.
Yeah, and if you guys are just stopping by for the first time, make sure you like and subscribe to the show. Check out AussieBredChickens.com and solicit that website and get yourself signed up. That's pretty cool stuff that they're doing over there. Yeah,
don't forget about the giveaway if you're just not joining.
Yeah, I dropped that in the chat. The Discord link is there. I'll keep reminding people as we continue on. So we get into the most recent dev blog.
Let's do it. Look. Yeah, because this one, now I've started a fight in the chat about what soda's called. Someone just came in and called it cola. Cola. There's one type of it is cola. That's like calling all beer Budweiser.
Oh, that's like the South calling all Coke.
Or lager, I guess. Yeah.
Coke.
No, I just tell them what I want. Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite.
Yeah.
Mr. Pibb, if you know what that is.
No, that's what. Oh yeah, Mr. Pibb. I get down with Mr. Pibb.
Oh, we call it soft drink in Australia.
That is what
I don't know why.
No, it's carbonated water with syrup. Let's be honest.
It's called pop. Good
pop.
Lord.
No.
Nah.
It reminds me of my my son's favorite chicken that we found on when we were just swooping around. It was Dr. Pecker. I still need to buy that for him.
I tell you what we can all agree with, and is that like shitty LaCroix water that is like just carbonated water. Nobody in the world likes that shit.
My
wife
a
lot of people like it, and I don't understand
terrible.
It.
That is
my wife drinks the limoncello one like
disgusting.
Like it's going out of style.
It's like when I get my soda, my pop, whatever you want to call it, and it's flat. That's what that shit tastes like.
It just dries my mouth out. I don't understand what it is. Like,
no, can't do it.
All right, if you're just joining, go to the Coop Collective Discord. There's the link. Go to the giveaway channel. Hit up the chicken giveaway.
Yeah, Sambo and the Aussie Bred Chickens are giving away, I believe it's a 91 Lakenvelder fan group. So it's a nice little chicken.
Nice chick.
It's a nice little chicken. So we appreciate the generosity there for sure.
First, dev blog post private beta racing.
There you go. You got it.
You got that?
Attaboy. Everybody coming strong.
Hey-o. We had a big night on Wednesday or afternoon for those in America, or Thursday morning for those in Australia. We did our first set of races and had a mixed bag of results. Thank you for everyone who took part in the races. You were the first to participate in the Chicken Derby. Congrats. I hate you all.
They were fun.
One more.
Because I didn't get to race any chicken.
Did you guys expect to even get in? I think it's pretty lucky. Like
I got one.
I tried like a mother.
Yeah.
Dave got into 2.
This is gonna piss Josh off, but like I was just like on my phone and I'm like, I'm probably not gonna get into 1. And I'm like, ooh, it popped up. So I just like clicked it and I was like, oh, it worked. And then I like
you were able to get in on your phone?
Yeah, I actually got in on my phone, and then I tried to join my race on my phone, and it was black, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I went to my computer. So yeah, I didn't even. So I didn't tell Josh that until now.
My panic of ADD just hitting refresh and like, not happening. It didn't work, and then I was just like mad all day. Anyways,
couldn't have been a better start for Happy Birthday.
If you missed the races, you can watch the replays of them here. And this is actually the site that you go to enter races if you're in the closed beta. That's Backend Chickens. The link in the announcements there. There were some issues such as a single race generating multiple sets of results and certain races being stuck in the schedule. But that's what beta's for. We did manage to run 12 races, and most of them went through without a problem. Indeed, they did, and they were fun to watch for sure. For those who entered the final race, the Canada Juvenile that got stuck in scheduled mode, that one did get ran. Results are posted. Common issue people were having, we're not seeing their chickens or somebody else's chickens. That'd be a little awkward. On the Coop page, we've been talking to some users who experienced this to help narrow down the issue. One thing we found is that some weren't connected to the Matic mainnet. Make sure you got that connected in your wallet, or you will run into a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's the most common problem.
This isn't the only cause, but if you have this problem, please check that first. And they do highlight this right there.
Pretty simple, but definitely important.
Yes, absolutely. And just to highlight again, if you're just joining the show, click on the Discord link up there, join the Coop Collective, get in the giveaway chat, and get on that giveaway chicken. It's going to be given away here in like 12 minutes, right?
16 minutes.
16 minutes.
You got 45 people in right now, so you got a pretty good chance in this moment.
So here's a big one. If you did see incorrect chickens in your coop, please DM Chicken Derby Apex as soon as possible, as we'd like to talk to you about solving this problem. Make sure you get on that. They're pretty good about getting back to you in the DMs if you do reach out to them. One thing that we want to see with races going forward is closer races, and I think everyone can agree on that. That was the biggest concern in the chat. That was one of the big things we talked about on Wednesday night when we were breaking down our races, or not mine, but your guys' races, was that the leader getting out way too out far in front, and that's all you see is just one chicken running on an open field. So yeah, they're aware and they are planning on getting that fixed. So,
I kind of mentioned something about this off air, but I think in my mind, you should see some chickens break away from the pack and fall behind. But it shouldn't be every race. 10% of races, 5%, something like that, where you should also see chickens that win wire to wire as well, that take off out front, break away from the pack, and they're just in a class of their own and they win, by 10 lengths.
Well, and even if, like we had talked about this on before the show, and you are the one that brought this up, even if they did like a picture-in-picture type thing where you show the field and you have one little box up on, like, that zooms up into the corner that shows the leader running on the track, and then
there's a couple different ways they could go about doing it. You could go with the little box in the corner. You could cut the screen completely in half and show the top half one view and the bottom half the leaders. But yeah, I think getting the ability for people to see their chickens that they've entered in the race is going to be important, right? Even if my bird's in last, I want to see my bird. You know what I'm saying?
The thing. When you're watching the races, you're not watching other people's birds. You're watching your own. Yeah, of course. You want to hear it the whole time.
And I was thinking about that too. I know just from experience of watching some Zed races, you can select the horse that you want, and then it just focuses on that horse. So I know I'm sure that's down the road, and I'm sure that's something that they eventually want to get to. Because this is the first week, so We'll get there. Baby steps, people. We need chickens running first.
It's beta. It's beta, guys.
It's to be expected, right? I think it seems like the people that are in the beta have the most patience. It's the ones that are outside of the beta. It seems to be the most impatient. I don't.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, they want to see. I mean, they're probably really just anxious for the whole their shot. And the faster that this ship gets righted, the faster they actually get a chance to get in. So I get it.
So they're working on the adjustments to the race logic that will allow for more chickens to be seen on the screen at a time. But implementation of it will not come till after we fix more critical issues. Like, again, they need to be able to handle multiple races going at once other than just one. So we'll get there, folks. As for the other problems, we've made a public Trello board of those encountered and have prioritized them. Our top priority is to have functional racing. This is followed by improving the user experience. Finally, there are cosmetic issues and optimization for mobile. You can view that list there with the link in the announcements page there.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't checked that out yet, that's really cool. Like they actually put like the level of importance they have for each one with low, moderate, or high, and they actually show you what's been resolved, what they've actually fixed already. So it's just a really super transparent, interesting way to just keep tabs. And if you're wondering, if you're unsure, and you want to just like badger the devs and find out what's going on, you don't have to. It's all right there. So, and then we'll obviously get to see that applied once it comes out. So. Take advantage of that, and take advantage of the. I believe there's a suggestion spot as well that they put out that I think is right up next.
Special thanks to those who added bug via our bug reporting forum. You really helped to point out some issues that we would have missed otherwise, and gave some great detailed responses. So again, the community doing its job, and the best part is the devs being as transparent as completely possible with this board showing what they're working on. I mean, it's what you have to do it's what you have to do in this space too. Yeah. Like, if there's no transparency, people are turned off very quickly, and if you turn those people off very quickly, they're already onto the next project and they're not looking back.
Yeah, so for sure.
You've got to be somewhat transparent for the most part to gain that community trust.
Right.
I know some people asked in a couple of different chats about, did you get paid? And it went through instantly for me. So, getting those little things, I actually expected delays on that kind of stuff on the back end, right? Payments went through quick. The login was quick. The birds, the chart that you pick your birds off of, that was simple, right? All those little nuanced details, they've already got fixed. And are ready to go for the most part.
That's the thing. It's working now. Scale it up. Let's see what happens when you got 500 people. Like, here's the big thing. I don't know how many people were sitting there waiting for races to drop on that day, but if anyone noticed, their website didn't crash, and there were there's at least 1,300 people that are in closed beta. I would have to assume half of that was sitting there pinging on that website training.
Plus others just trying to watch races. Once they realized you could watch races, I mean, the website must have had getting a lot of hits at that time, just because.
And it was all still smooth. It wasn't, there was no, other than the races themselves, I had zero functionality issues as far as the website running and clicking around on it.
The first wave really went off really well. Like the first wave made me just like
the first 9 races, I think, were very smooth. Once it hit the 10th one, it kind of slowed, or was it? Maybe it was race 8. One of them slowed down and then it went through. Race 9 went through smooth, and then the 10th
black
one
screen. That was pretty early.
Yeah, that was like race 6 or 7.
Yeah, and then they paused after that, and then they resumed, and then they had the race that got locked. And I think that's what killed it was race. Was it 13?
12.
Ooh. Race 13 ended it. No, so they've got the links here to the Trello board and to the forum where you can fill out and analyze, your issues that you're running into that you had possibly. We know you want to participate in racing as soon as possible, and we want to see you racing too. Currently, we're working on the most critical bugs that plagued our previous racing session. Once they are resolved, we'll do another set of 10 races. We don't expect it to be this weekend, which it's not the weekend almost anymore. But hopefully it'll be very soon. We'll announce it here as soon as races
Australia's
are
already out.
Again. Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow. My kid's home from school, so I need something to do. Give me them races. Beyond working on fixing these issues, one great thing we were able to implement this week is the Bitconomy integration. When entering a race with an entry fee, there will be some gas pay, but with Bitconomy, now you won't have to pay it. So Gasless Entry will be available for all entries. That's massive. Not that there was a huge bunch of gas on Poly anyways, but
some people did run into that issue. Like they were like, "Oh no, I don't." They're having issues with the faucet now. The faucet doesn't give you anything unless you already have like I think a minimum of like 0.001 or something like that. So it's just one little thing that they're just like, "Hey, this is a tiny hiccup, and we're just gonna take care of it. We're just gonna get it out of your hair."
It's not the cost that's the issue. It's having that bit in your account all the time.
Yeah. Right.
You know? Like no one cares about paying the few cents of a dollar or whatever it is, but to have that account always stocked up. And I suppose you could just put a lot in at the very start, but most of the people in this space are looking for other opportunities and other things to put their money into rather than just gas fees.
So
it's just going to save a ton over time. I was going to say, it's just going to save us, the users, a ton over the course of the game.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Especially if you're running a lot of chooks every day.
Right.
Yeah, so I can't wait to schedule these out for days. I'm super curious to see how far out in advance we're going to be able to schedule these races.
If you guys are just stopping by, make sure you join the Coop Collective Discord and hit up the giveaway channel for the giveaway chicken that the Aussie Bred Chickens are giving away tonight. I think you have about 6 minutes
left. Yep. That's 6 minutes. 10:54 Eastern Standard Time is when it's set to go off. So yeah, we have 58 in there right now. So we are
link
coming
is in
to
the Discord.
Close.
Yep, for sure. So back to the dev blog beyond the Gasless Entry. That's going to be awesome. While the devs have been developing, our artists have been arting, and they are continuing to revamp the terrains. Yesterday, they delivered a new snow terrain to us, which has been implemented. Yeah, just watching the video the other day of the snow terrain, this looks like more detailed, a lot better. I noticed today even just watching the devs have ran a couple test races since the Wednesday race events, and there's the grass track has looks better and different now too, I believe. The lanes are now separated a little more and there's more detail to them.
And this is a perfect spot to drop in a little message that Chicken Derby Apex said in the chat. This wasn't in the dev blog. This is something they popped in on the 20th. That was on actually American Thanksgiving. They said, one thing I learned early on, if you aren't ashamed of the first version and waited for everything to be perfect, then you launched too late or haven't launched at all. There are tons of things that still need to be done, but we got the first races out and got valuable feedback. So now we can improve together. And that's that. If that doesn't tell you outright that they're probably, we were saying this before the show started, they're probably like cringing at the fact that we're playing these races on here because, you know, they know what it's going to look like. They know that this is just the baseline, but the amount of critical data they already got just from those first 13 races or so is huge. So they know they had to do it. And if anyone's worried about how it's going to look, just take a look, as we're about to right now, at what these animations look like for the talent. They all look great. And that's really the indicator of what this is going to look like long term.
I personally just like the progression. Like if you go back to our early episodes when we showed the very first races, how it is today is a complete night and day difference. Now, give it 6 months from now. What are these races going to look like? These guys know, you know, this isn't the finished product, not even close. So
the thing you got to think about too is it's beta 1, but we've got a pretty good product for beta. Like the beta in Z was dots running along a page. So we've got a somewhat of a 3D, you would say, version of a game where for a beta, that's bloody excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's betas where games drop and no one plays it the first couple days. Like no one even bothers.
They can't,
or
they can't,
or they can't play, or it's unplayable. Yeah, the fact that we got off the races we did is pretty cool. Obviously, we all wanted more and want more, but that's just and that was an exciting day. Like even though it was, and yeah, I got in a race and my bird won a race, so yes, very exciting for me. But I just felt like there was a buzz in general. And there's been Josh rubbing it in. Didn't even mean to get into a race.
Just sorry, twist Josh. It a little deeper, why don't you?
Shut up.
All right. But seriously though, think of how awesome this game is going to be when you see this guy chugging a frickin' Blue Rooster and jet fueling across the frickin' racetrack.
Yeah, and they said in there it's a short but very substantial boost. So
still fun and cool.
Man, it was already fun when we were just, calling that last race, especially with some of the fun names. But man, the excitement when they're closer together and the excitement when the talents and then the acts of God, we haven't even that's something that we keep I keep forgetting is a part of this game because we're so focused on all the things we can control. There's going to be all kinds of things we can't control. So yeah, it's and I heard a lot of people saying already that this is a more fun experience just watching it like that than they have when they watch Zed, and this is literally just the beginning.
Yeah, there's I think the comparison of this game versus early beta games is again they're giving us more than what we could ask for, and that's why kind of it's hard to see some of the FUD that we call it, come out about, the races stopping. This is all to be expected. So
there's
again,
always fudders. Fudders gonna FUD. They just live for fudding. It's they get off on it. I don't know what the chat like.
Misery loves company
all the time. People in Discords fudding their own bags, and you're like,
it's so
what
weird.
are you doing?
That is something I always shout at the end. I was like, do these people not want the project to work? Like, okay, I'm totally fine with coming in and saying okay, I have a legitimate problem. I don't like this. Can we talk about it? We've had a lot of that.
Sure.
But when you come in and just start saying this sucks, it's not good enough or anything like that, it's like, just take a step back. I know a lot of us got our bags packed and they're packed deep. So, and speaking of bags that are being packed, we're about to pack someone else's bag a little bit deeper here. We're at an ends in a minute. We are in the back end
in the
of
chat, but I'm pretty sure it's ending here soon.
Yeah. 10:54 was when we set it for. Yeah, so we're just about there. So last time I
get in there, hustle. Here's the link. If you don't got it, get into the giveaway channel.
11 people did the butter.
62 people. That's right up there.
Yeah. 12 people with the butter.
You guys making a mental note of the butter.
Can the butter go 2-0? Renovation of Life hit the butter last time and won it. So can the butter emote go 2-0? It should be any second now.
It should be going any second now. So
it's not quite the spinner wheel. The spinner wheel was fun.
It's a 91 Lackenvelder with fan group.
Up 15 butters. The butters are picking up.
Up 16 butters.
16. It's like when Josh used to say.
I got 18 butters. Do I got 18? Oh, we got 16. Oh, we got 17. Oh, we got 18 butters.
18. Okay, you gotta get 19.
Mr. Pete, what?
Oh, come on.
Oh, no way. Redraw.
Oh my God.
No way.
What?
No, definitely redraw, guys. Can you do that? I don't think it is.
All right, we're just gonna have to set this up to run longer. Damn you, Mr. Pete.
Mr. Pete.
No, what are the chances of that?
All right, we're gonna have to just.
Did he hit the butter?
I'm definitely not sending it to him.
Did he hit the butter?
Definitely not sending it to him. Our first conspiracy.
Mr. Pete, what the hell?
All right. Well,
no way.
Listen, everyone's been
take it to the wheel right now.
Patient here.
Got 61 entrants. We can see them all, right?
Yeah. I guess that's true. I could just take everyone.
Yeah.
Take it to the wheel.
Damn it.
Because not all people might have, some people might have bounced out after they.
Time, man.
I'll remember this, Mr. Pete.
Mr. Pete, you are
I thought
on the
this
list.
life was over.
You made the list, sir.
Yeah. He wins everything. He won a hat off you guys as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
No way.
Oh, man.
The luck that guy has.
It even says ABC in his name.
I even entered the test one earlier with 2 people and I couldn't win. And he enters one with 63 and wins. What the hell?
Gosh. All right.
For everyone that doesn't know, Mr. Pete's my brother, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we see how this
Definitely not sending
Oh,
it to
well,
me.
give him a good smack on the back of the head next time you see him.
All right.
Damn it, Pete.
Get to
61
it, Tyler.
names
There's
pulled
61
down.
people in there. Actually, 60 minus Pete.
That's all I
Minus
Pete now.
Pete.
I might name my bird Damn It Pete.
This bird
I'm gonna
needs to
name
be
one
named
that.
Damn It Pete. Whoever gets it. Not Mr.
All right.
Pete's bird.
All right, where can I find the official okay, this is my noob showing. I need to find the official list of the reactions. Okay, there we go. I got it. All right. You guys got to start talking.
All right. We'll be back in 5 minutes. With
Sambo, here's a good one to lead off with. I am curious to hear your tinfoil theories, sir.
So
You got any?
the very first tinfoil theory I came up with was the secret stripes on
Tell me
wild
more.
moss.
Go on.
Wild moss, royal violets. They both got secret stripes behind their wings.
Oh, those kind.
Is that how
Oh,
stripes
man.
I'm thinking potentially of a stripe. I don't know. It's out there, but I've got a hell of a lot of royal violets now to try them.
I mean, the RV is one of my favorite birds. It's just the most visually appealing. That's a good call. 4K3 music, Carmelad time. You're on.
So
the same.
once they get
Carmel Collective.
Sambo, once they get their stripes, then what? Does that mean
They
good
race
things?
faster.
Is
They
that
race faster, I think.
Well, I hope
Don't
you're
they?
right. I don't know.
Zoom.
Is there any animals in the world that have stripes that are not fast?
Zebras are not fast. They get eaten by lions every day.
Hold on, they're not slow.
Zebras are fast.
They get eaten by lions every day. They
That just
are
means
not
lions
fast.
are faster.
Well, lions
the
are good
animals
at
with
hiding in the
spots
grass and jumping.
fast.
Wait, there's a Pete and a
hunting
Mr. Pete.
aspect to that.
Jump on the back of a zebra and see how fast they go.
Oh well,
You got
damn!
one in your backyard, right?
I don't know what y'all do in the outback.
No, I'm kidding.
You go riding zebras and shit.
Kangaroos over here. We ride kangaroos to school over here.
You should snatch one and give them stripes.
Have you ever been in a fight with a kangaroo?
No, not yet.
Do they ever keep them as pets? Does anybody keep like a baby? What do you call them, Roo?
Yeah, we've had two. Our family when we're
Shut up.
That's awesome.
Don't tell the guests to shut up.
Babies.
Do they get too big? And then you gotta
Yeah, so-
send them over the fence?
We donated one to a zoo after it grew up, and then
Became
we
too
had
big
a
of an
wallaby,
asshole?
wallaby as well.
So
No,
here's a
they're really
question.
friendly.
Hey,
Here's
I had
a
a
question.
pig.
If I remember hearing this on a Daniel Tosh stand-up, if you're ever in
Oh,
a
no.
fight with a kangaroo, do you just get behind him?
Grab his tail.
I don't know.
I don't know, damn. I think they can jump and just ninja kick you in the neck.
Whap you with the tail.
Oh yeah, that
anyways,
tail's deadly.
So yeah,
Definitely
we'll-
dangerous, but the tame ones are quite. If you breed them, they're kind of like even a dog. Like they'll come up to you. And,
Do they know their name?
Maybe. It's
That's how I
hard to
judge
say.
whether an animal's smart or not, whether it comes to
Yeah.
its name.
Yeah, I don't think
Or
maybe
does it just come to food?
food definitely.
Okay.
It's
Sounds like you're not a
insane
cat
how
person.
freaking swole those things.
Oh, my cat. I have 4 cats actually, and they all
Okay,
come
my
to
bad.
me.
Oh, okay.
They're
then.
mainly my wife's, but
My cats are assholes and just stare at me.
I've got one. He's plotting my murder one of these days.
no, they all.
Uh,
Who gives them the food?
So yeah, since we're talking random stuff, let's pause 30 seconds for
Station
our
identification.
shill. We'll shill some caramel.
Hey. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Do you see that smooth caramel being made right there? I usually don't do this, but this project I found is going to the moon. If you're not bullish on Shotwell Candy Company, baby, you're not gonna make it. Shotwell Candy Company. Eat caramel, be awesome. Cock Talk 20. Do it.
Cock Talk 20.
Those pieces in the trash can get bigger every time I see that.
They look so good.
Yeah.
Yes, YT, you don't hear these type of questions in other projects. You are correct. We are not like other projects. How you doing, Tyler?
Talking to Shotwell about his candies.
Mr.
And I made an order of $300 to send to Australia, but it was about $150 postage.
Oh, no shit.
So I sent him a message and he's going to try to sort me out. He's a really good bloke.
Yeah, she's a good dude, man. Yeah, and if you're check it out, shotwellcandy.com. They got all sorts of good stuff. Toffee, caramels, you name it. Seasonal stuff. It's good.
I'm about out of my last batch, but I have to go again.
Yeah, I'm going to need some more.
My wife keeps snatching them all. Can't keep her hands off of them.
I see you guys eating them and it's just like, oh, I want to try it so bad, but it's a long flight for me to come and get some.
When they get there.
Don't worry, when we all have our jets, it'll be a lot cheaper. All private jets and islands.
You probably can't. You probably can't bring it into Australia. They have so many customs things. You got to like wipe your shoes off before you come in. They're not going to let you bring that in your bag.
Nah.
It's got peanuts in it.
Rejected at the border.
I think if you ask Shotwell, I think he does accept ETH. I'm not for 100%.
Yeah, he did. He did say that to me. Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah, but 46. We're getting there.
Oh, I moved.
Damn it, Pete.
Damn it, Pete.
So yeah, more. You got any more theories? You've been a long time watcher of the show and in the chat, always throwing stuff out. Just curious what you guys have been cooking up over there at ABC as far as thoughts and how you're processing all this.
From the last post we just got, eyes of basically a thing now. They I've been seeing in the chats everywhere that beauty eyes will charm the chickens next to them and that sleepy eyes are going to have less acceleration. So isn't that a pretty, not guarantee, but it's a pretty good push that eyes are going to have an effect, or at least an effect on racing.
I think this actually, kind of confirms that little fun thing I was thinking of, that the base eyes will have some type of like fun effect, but shouldn't necessarily affect racing. I saw people that were getting into it already and thinking that maybe the sleepy eyes are going to would do really well on a longer race. And then I was like, well, or maybe they just surge during the short races. So we don't know about that yet, but I still think all the base stuff is just going to be for fun, but obviously we'll see.
Nope.
Mr. Pete, I'm at you now.
Cue me the tinfoil music. I need the tinfoil music. Let me hear it. Can you give it to me?
I did.
It was there.
Good.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Now, I think that the eyes are going to play a factor in the races for sure, but I think that they're misleading us a little bit with these couple last drops. I'll just say that. I don't think I think visually they may take off slow in certain races, right? But I think the eyes are going to have a determining effect of where your bird places in that race. Along with another factor. I think there's two factors that are always going to be in the algorithm that are going to have to do with where your bird places.
I argue with the devil, Mr. Pete, now at the moment. I argue with him all the time that everything has the 1%. Everything has that 1%. Like if you have a special beak, that gives you that 1% extra. If you have this size, and not in every bird, and not across standardized for every, say, Royal Violet. But if you've got a Royal Violet, you've got that chance to have that extra 1%.
Right.
And I don't know how hard that is to code, but it's probably too hard. I'm not sure, but if they could work it that way, I think it would really be beneficial for the game.
Well, and I actually talked about this a while back. As far as the perfection scores for each chicken, obviously are the perfection scores, but
that's the tiebreaker.
Once you toss in the traits of a bird, that would be the determination. Say if you have two chickens, that one is two Dorkings that are both 93 perfection, and they both have a terrain preference of snow. But mine's got a beak ring and a white beak. That's what the separation is makes mine just a little bit better than yours as far as a performer, possibly.
Yeah, I think that
it factors into your racing abilities.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you are just a little bit faster than that chicken because you've got extra stuff.
I think the perfection is like a tiebreaker. So I think if you have two of the same birds that are running on the race and where they should win at, let's say, it's going to come down to perfection score, right? But very rarely are we going to get them to where two birds match up that should win that race. That's why you're seeing if you look at the rankings of 1st through 8th, you're seeing perfection scores all across the board.
Yeah, you're seeing 90s beat 95s and 6s.
Because those 90s have that correct traits, whatever the algorithm is for that track and terrain, or for that terrain and distance.
Possibly. Mm. Now, go ahead.
We're not going to see the constant all the time that Chook wins that race every single time. It's got to be somewhat random. Otherwise, if it's not somewhat random, the people are going to figure it out too quickly.
Well, I think
figured out too
the
quickly,
randomness though comes from the different birds that are entered into every race. So every race is going to have a different beginning algorithm to it because that's the randomness.
That and the consistency.
Right. But as you notice,
the dice roll of the consistency of when your bird enters the race, it goes, not inconsistent to really consistent, and it just somewhere in there and spits out a code.
Here's what we have seen. And again, this is something that being in early beta and watching these races can tell you a lot, because there was one race that got ran 6 different times with all the same birds on the exact same terrain and the exact same distance, right? We're never probably going to see that again. And from that, a different outcome was established in each of the 6 different races. So, but I think there is that randomness to it. I think if you check all the boxes and enter that bird in the right race, maybe it wins 70% of the time under those exact conditions. Or finishes in the top 3 70% of the time.
The tough thing there, you always have to remember too, is that like all of these different algorithms are going to butt against each other. So so that's what's going to make it actually probably in the end near impossible to really figure out to like a science, but you'll get a good idea. You're
not going to be able to pick a bird and know he's going to win that race. Yeah. But what you can, I think, will eventually be able to do is pick a bird and say, you know what? I've got a 60% chance to place in top 3 in this race. Mm-hmm. I think there's a good chance that I'm going to compete well in this race. And I think you're going to see that over time.
Exactly like odds in horse racing.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a good odds horse, then that horse probably is going to win 70% of the time, but you quite often see that horse lose as well. And then a 30-1 horse run in. But over the average of the racing season, you will find that those favorites will come in.
But that same best horse, though, you turn him into the mud on a rainy track, he may not win. You put him on a grass track, he may not win. So there's different variables to this. Is what we were saying before, and I know some people have kind of bashed on us saying that every bird has the ability to win, but it does, I believe. If you can find where that bird should run,
right,
you're not going to win every time. It's not a guarantee, but you should be able to have a decent shot at that finishing in the top 3. I would think on a lot of those races.
Well, that's what we've been saying.
70% level.
Each one of these spicy 90 to 100 chickens are good at one track or a terrain preference. They have a terrain preference. They're good birds. They're gonna win races.
And distance.
They're not all. You know what I mean? I don't feel there are any duds in this lot of birds. It's when we start getting down the road into the the probably lower perfection robusts and down into the crispy range of chickens where they're not good performers.
Yeah, and a big a good specification there, is just to like these birds may not be all great against the spicies, but once it opens up, these birds are going to be amazing. Like that's the thing. These spicy birds are all going to be advantages over. Yeah, and you'll have the idea of where they end up in the pecking order, and maybe the cream will all rise to where they should be, but it's not the top pecking order isn't just going to be spicy birds. This algorithm is going to be mixed up where there's going to be great racers who are robust, and even is it tender? I think that's the one right underneath it. So
crispy, tender, bland.
As the birds get bred and more birds get bred, there's going to be more better tiers that you can run in as well. Say you don't have a spicy that's quite as good as the other spices. It could be quite good against the robust or blands.
Yeah.
And
for sure. You might have class D by
pecking order. Yeah. So if you've got even a spicy now that's not running as well as it should, maybe for whatever reason, if you hold on to that bird long enough, it could become a winner in the lower pecking orders.
Right. Well, and even so, we've said this: those generations down the road aren't going to all be trash birds either. You're going to have 90 and up perfection, I assume, robusts and tenders and fresh birds that are going to be competing with these spicies, just as, you know what I mean? They're It's just this, it's like you see in Zed that the first generation horses aren't quite maybe the racers, but they breed the champions. You know what I mean? And that's where it's going to be. Like this generation of chicken is going to be winners for a while until they breed the next generation of champions. And then that's when the pecking order then, of course, obviously takes place. You are going to find a pecking order that you're going to be competitive in races. I'm fairly confident in that down the road, you're going to be able to enter a race and you've got a chance to win it.
You're going to have to run those chickens to find out whether it's good or bad, though. That's the key. Right. If you're just sitting on them, I mean, you may have a good chicken in class C, but he hasn't been ran. So, you know, that's why I think it's going to be.
And that's the thing without knowing what your bird's good at, you're doing the tests, you're running it at 80 meters on dirt and sand and whatever. And then in those races that you're in, if you know your bird's good on sand, but he doesn't know, and his bird happens to be bad on sand, so that gives you that advantage as well, because you're racing against people that are testing their birds, trying to figure out what they are. If you're that step ahead and you already know your one's good, you can race it in those races and hopefully get a few people that are trialing their birds, trying to figure out what they are.
Yeah, there's always going to be those that are going to put in the time and do the research like that are going to gain an advantage. That's going to come with any type of competition, right? Those that put the time and the effort into it are probably going to beat those that are just, I'm going to throw in a bird into a random race, right?
And that's what we want to offer on ABC as well. Like we've got Butterman on board where his data analysis is next to none. So we want to run our birds and run everyone's birds that we can get the data from, analyze the data, come back to you and say, well, we don't know about your Royal Violet Sultan, but our experience with running our Royal Violets, they like this track, they like this distance, they like this weather, whatever, you know? So we want to offer, hopefully for those new people that come in, they've got half a sort of rough idea where to go to run their specific bird to try to have more success rather than running 20, 30 races and not getting a win. It's pretty disheartening for new members to come in like that, and it'll be turning people away for sure.
And that's just a huge thing for us. That's a big reason that when we really started, like when we originally came together, it was just excitement. But then we really started thinking like, man, like we could really be a force for something positive here and get more people on board. And everyone that has just kind of naturally gravitated to us all have the same, hopes and dreams for this game, to make sure that when a new person comes in, they stay, because that's best for everybody. So that's why we're super excited to have Sambo on and talk about this. And it was a no-brainer really to, collab up and just, get his ABC Aussie bred chickens out there and get you guys a giveaway bird, which I think we can do now.
Let's do it.
Question before you spin that wheel.
Is that
I
Pete?
see
Is that Pete?
I see Pete on there.
No. There is a Pete. I was going to bring this up. There is a Pete, and there is also, but there was also a Mr. Pete ABC at the end. So you listen to me, Pete. If you're also Mr. Pete, then I'm booking a flight to Australia. I don't care. New
Sambo knows where you are.
On my way.
I'll check the wallet address before I send it. Don't worry, I know his wallet address.
Colin, we got. Let's see. Well, no, apologies though. This was a giveaway that we tried to already give away, and we had someone win that should not have won the chickens. So we put all the names.
He shouldn't have entered
because he's affiliated with who's giving away the chickens.
Yeah,
he just wants to come on next week. He wanted to come on next week. He wanted to take your spot and give it away. That's what his plan was.
Yeah, I'll be careful for the beers that he gives me now. They might be tainted.
Yeah, for sure. Give him a good old smack.
Wait a minute. Crypto King says his name's not on there.
Hold on. Yeah.
Damn it, Tyler.
No, I checked. I went straight down to Discord. So if we can double check that again, obviously I'm on the screen now. If I pull up.
Oh man.
We might as well do this, I guess, just to make sure.
I'll verify on my phone.
Not the corporate office, no.
Look on your computer, pretty sure.
It's actually pretty quick on the computer. You guys can see the mess that is my Discord here. So let's just go to bot things. No, not bot things. Giveaway. And then emotes. This is great radio.
Yes, I blame Crypto King. You've already won a chicken. You don't need another one. I don't see his name in there.
I don't see him in there.
Yeah, I'm not crazy, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't see it. Did you click a different?
I didn't see
because I made a mistake one time before and I didn't have him in afterwards. So I figured, this is just one of those things where here we go. Everything's above board.
I don't see it.
Everyone can see it there.
Pete, Tyler. Oh God, you're the Pete.
Wait, you're Pete?
Oh wait. Well, what the hell? He's in there.
God,
oh damn you,
the wheel,
Pete. You.
Jesus.
Well, at least we know now. All right, here we go.
He's off the Christmas card list.
Wheel.
Damn it. Now they definitely have to have a bird. Damn it, Pete. Right?
Damn it, Pete. I'm naming one Damn it, Pete as soon as I can.
Jeez. He is Pete. Okay. I guess we got a new bit. Who's Pete?
I'm Pete. Who's Pete?
All the real Pete's, please stand up. Sambo, you want to kick it off?
Come on,
here we go.
Sambo.
Yeah, let's spin her up. Who wants to win?
Whoa.
Come up, come all. Get in now.
I thought you were gonna
win a chicken.
Pull out the banjo.
3.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're spinning. Let's see.
Aussie chicken giveaway. Who's
goes to
win it? If Pete wins, I'm gonna be so mad.
Bob
Jerry.
All right.
Here we go.
Not
Congrats
Pete.
there, Bob.
If Pete wins, I quit. Me too, James Blaine. Me too. All right.
Bob Jerry's thank you. Bob Jerry's like, thank you, Mr. Pete. You won me a chicken.
Yep.
Okay, so before we do anything crazy here, and I still have it up, I need to hear from Bob Jerry.
Yeah, Bob Jerry, you got to reach out to us.
Yes.
Bob Jerry in the chat. Do we got Bob Jerry in the chat?
Does anybody know a Bob Jerry?
So Bob Jerry, I'm going to give you just a few minutes here.
A little sus.
How about we roll a backup one in case he doesn't reach out?
Yeah, we can do that.
Can we do it? Can we roll it?
I'll do a backup because I would like to see Bob Jerry pop in here within the next couple minutes before the show's.
Perry? Is that you, Bob Jerry?
All right, let's give it because obviously we're making sure that the person that won this one is hanging around.
Bob Jerry
has entered the chat. No, it just. All right, so
we'll do it just in case.
Okay,
until we verify this.
Well, I want to put a definitive on it. I want to give this into 11:22 for us to just chat a little bit here, and if we hear from Bob Jerry within the next 2 minutes, then it's his. If not, I'm going to re-roll.
So what do you guys think of the fan group talent? Like, do you think it's going to be a good one, or?
I do, yeah. I mean, you can't imagine a flock of fans storming the racetrack and taking out birds on the way to you.
Yeah, I think it could be a really good talent. If it takes out a few other birds and you get a bit of a boost from it, I reckon you're on a winner.
Are these talents going to have a big effect on the race, or is this just the visual that we're seeing that the talents are going to get deployed?
I think the talents will have an effect on the race, and I think that is also
so you think the algorithm changes?
Well, I think as it spits it out, it
because right now they're not taking
into deploy its talent, and then that talent then changes. It's again, it's if this happens, do this, or if this happens, it does this.
But right now they're not in. The talents aren't into effect in the current racing standings. The finish. Does that make sense?
How fast the Chook races because it's got a rare
like right now. We're seeing place 1 through 8, right? The talents aren't taken into consideration currently.
No,
or are they?
I don't think so.
So if they're not, then that means once talents are deployed, that the overall algorithm is going to change of how these birds are going to finish.
The talents have to affect racing. It'd be hard to see an animation.
My question is though, are they already affecting racing? We just don't see the talent going off.
Yeah,
true.
Are they already affecting it?
We're
seeing these birds run in place. Are they getting hit by a talent? You see what I'm saying? Like we're seeing them go up to the finish line, run in place. Are they getting
right? Are those birds getting nerfed by a talent, and we're just not seeing it because it's not animated yet,
right?
Or factored in, or what I mean? It could be factored in. It's just not being animated yet. But they have said that they're not adding talents until later.
Well, they're not.
But so maybe
are they
that
not adding
they're not adding
visually?
them to the algorithm is what I'm getting at, I guess.
Then that's going to change over time. So the finish of these birds now, we're only getting. I mean, we're getting incomplete data because
we're getting perfections, and we think
whole outcome would be different. Whole outcome would be different based on those talents
and most likely consistency. I would think. Bob Jerry has been confirmed.
Jerry's confirmed. Yep.
Congrats, Bob.
Sweet.
Way to go, Bob. Thanks for winning, Bob.
Bob, how many birds do you have?
Good job, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, how many birds do you have? You can send it in either. I have the Discord up or in the YouTube chat.
He's got himself a Lackenvelder in his profile picture. Or Dorking, I mean.
Dorking, yeah, with the green.
My brain
All right, well.
Oh, that went good.
Thanks a lot, Pete. Mr. Pete. Actually, both Pete's. Both Pete's. Both you guys.
We
causing me
ban
extra
all
trouble.
people named Pete from now on.
Anti-Pete show.
Everyone's got to say thanks, Pete, Mr. Pete, in the chat just to spam him.
Yes,
Thanks,
I'll transition.
Everybody
right
tag
now.
him.
Bob Jerry is chatting in the Coop Collective General. There you go. Now you can see all the servers Tyler's in.
You heard about the project in a poker game. We love
Jerry.
it.
Excited. I heard about this project in a poker game, and here he is. Bob, how many chickens you got?
Dox your wallet. How
He's
many
running
chickens?
around his house because he just won a bird.
Yeah. I know I would be.
I've just messaged you too, Bob. So just send me your wallet address and we can sort you out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so just to finalize a few things here, we will also be setting up the giveaway for the membership to the Aussie Bred Chickens in the Coop Collective Discord, and we have one running as well in the Aussie Bred Chickens Discord. If you're not in either Discords yet, get your ass in both of them, and you can get set up. Obviously, as Sambo told us, you have to have registered on the website to win the membership. So do that as well. That is AussieBredChickens.com, correct?
Yes.
Yep, AussieBredChickens.com. Go ahead and get yourself logged in and signed up. It is a quick form at the bottom. It is very simple, very easy. And that is all you do. We're going to be running these for about 48 hours. So you have plenty of time to get yourself acclimated, to get on the website, take a look around, get comfortable, and then sign up.
Yeah. Got the website up there at the top above the Cock Talk Derby Twitter handle. Yeah, go in, check it out, subscribe, maybe get yourself some feathers.
Yeah, unfortunately, abc.com was already taken. I don't know why.
Oh, maybe the roofing company.
But yeah, if you sign up, guys.
With the television company?
That's true, yeah. Forget about that.
If you sign up to our site, it automatically gives you free giveaways every month. You don't have to like, comment, subscribe, or share or anything. You're just in the giveaways every single month. So we want to make it seamless.
Subscribe and share this show.
Yeah.
How many likes do we have? Let's go.
We will be doing Twitter giveaways where we have to do that. But on our website, we just want to make it super easy. Sign up, automatically entered in a giveaway every month. 1 month, you might even hear about it and you'll just end up with a chicken in your wallet. It'd be so awesome.
Update on Bob Jerry's had one chicken. Now he's got 2 chickens.
Oh, sweet.
Good work.
This is awesome.
Like to see it.
We love
to see it.
That's our favorite part, man. Giveaways.
You got a good one too. Fan group.
We've got a few fan groups. He can come breed with ours when breeding comes in. So
there you go. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, this went well until Pete came around. Fill in the Pete, whichever one you want. But we still love all of our Petes. And we love Sambo. We're really happy you came on. Sambo and White Beak God Mate are going to have a little something for us in the next week or two. Something that has to do with that banjo. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're looking forward to how that's going to sound now that we know Sambo actually is really good at the banjo. never know. But yeah, this has been great stuff. We really appreciate having you on, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys. Like, you guys, ever since episode 1, I've been listening religiously. There's no other podcast that I listen to live bar your one. So you must have some effect on how. And I love chickens. Man. So you talk about chickens, you're in my heart already.
There you go.
Crazy J64, I'm wearing sweatpants, bro. There's nothing to zip here. Yeah. So yeah, Sambo, man, really seriously appreciate you stopping by again.
Awesome, guys.
Solicit AussieBredChickens.com. Also solicit coopcollectiveracing.io and check us out on Twitter at CockTalkDerby. Also, we've got a Twitch channel, so as soon as we get races going again and get a little more functionality with the site, we'll be getting some chicken races going on, and we'll be doing some more stuff with that. I am Grateful Coops from the Chicken Coop chat in the Discord, and on my left is at MBF Express, and we've got at Wada Wada Racing Coops up top, and at Sambo Aussie Bred Chickens above me, live from Australia. We appreciate you stopping by, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
All right.
Goodbye.
Screw you, Pete.